Hi, welcome to Andrew Buckle book review of Sincerest Form of Parody, the humour mags, the 1950s best of Mad-inspired satirical comics. And this has got no copies of Mad, so if you're coming to it for Mad, it doesn't. It's got Panic, it's got Whack, Riot, Crazy, and many, many others. And this is from Fantagraphics Underground, and you can see there the price, $30. Now I paid about 18. Now the book I think was available earlier in hardback. I might be wrong on that, but this is the paperback version. You can see soft cover there, and it does include some great comics. So let's just go through those comics now. So the first thing, it's got a lovely introduction. It's got a table of contents, so you can see the various issues. Lots of great artists as well. Joe Maneely, you've got Bill Everett, Al Hartley, Ross Andrew, Mike Esposito, and Jack Davis Fieldstein, and many others as well. So lots of great talent. Great little introduction there. And then on to the first one. The first one is Panic. My Gun is the Jury. It was a mixture of things, obviously. Mel V. Splain, as it says there. Jack Davis. So some great artwork straight away. And it was, some of the humour, of course, is a bit hard to work out now. Obviously, in the 50s, all the TV programmes, the movies, all those things. If you've grown up with those, probably many of the references will be immediately sort of, But many of these things in here, I must admit, I didn't. So, of course, probably some things are from the 30s and 40s as well. So when you're going through this, you think, oh, yeah, that was from that. Obviously, for me, nope, no idea. But still, the artwork is absolutely great. And it's still very, very funny. And you've got, obviously, there, a bit of ancient Rome, obviously, with a plane going through there. Yes, that would have just happened, wouldn't it? That would have been a bit of a weird thing at the Colosseum. And then you've got Whack. Now, Whack, have I got a copy of Wacky? I've got Wacky here. Whack, as it says. Wacky. Maybe Wacky would have been a better name, but they've gone for Whack. Now, this one is Whack issue. Can't see what issue. Sometimes when you look at these ones, it's very hard. Issue 3. That's issue 3. Dr. Seeky and Mr. Hyde. And before I go any further, I've got a copy of Whack. I think it was £1. I love these ones. Coverless comics, quite often you can pick up reasonably priced. So this one was Whack, issue 2. Weird, creepy, and again you can see things, awful, spooky, ghastly comics. And some great artwork all the way through. And definitely for me, easily worth £1 for a 1950s comic. And I just love these things. Often they have some great ads as well. What's this? Lionel Trains, I don't know about. Flash Jordan, obviously Flash Gordon. Obviously, and learn to be a comic book artist. You've got there. Here's your chance. Draw comics, regular and 3D. That lasted really well. Now, I think Whack, it is St. John's. So they obviously had a few things with 3D comics. And this one is Riot 2. I think it was Atlas. I don't know. There were so many different ones. I'm probably completely wrong on that one. Because, of course, it doesn't actually. Maybe I should actually write the company as well. Because the one thing about this book, which is great, lots of different companies, lots of different publishers. But you can see there, Ivan Schmo and many others. And also I've got Panic. Now that's it. That's for all the humour mags from the 1950s I've got. Back to the book itself. So let's just go through, and you can see another one. And this one is Crisco Kid, a Three Stooge special. Obviously the Stooges. I was never a fan, particularly of the Stooges. And then on to What's New Crime. And on to another one, Comet Feldmeyer, the Ace of Space, apparently. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't give any details down the bottom. It would be nice to actually be able to work out the various things, but I'm just going to go to the next one. And this one is Atlas. Riot. Of course, the right one from here to there. And I assume that's Al Hartley, that one. So Al Hartley. The humour, I don't know who wrote it. Probably Stan Lee, I assume. No idea. Wax Museum, and that one is Bill Everett. Always see his signature there. Dracula, I Don't Feel So Good, Desdemonia. And on to the next one. Let's have a look at the next one. This one is Mike Ross. Now, this one, I did not know about this publishing company. Apparently, they didn't have any issues. There was obviously a slight issue you can see now with this. But still, there's only so many borderlines and designs you're going to go with. The comic's designed to send you. Yes, but still. On to the next one. There was problems, legal problems on that one. Classy Comics, Romeo and Juliet by Bill Shakespeare. I'm surprised that, oh, and we've got actually some superheroes here. Look, good old, of course, Captain Marvel. I suspect he wasn't called Captain Marvel in this. How to Fix Your TV Set? No, that's Captain Marvel. Yes, I think that was always Marvel. I think was used so many times with the jokes, but it's still good to see a nice, good one there. And Iger Studios there, Madhouse. This one, Ajax. Now, sometimes obviously they did lots of things, so they've got Ajax there. I don't think I've got any Ajax ones, but they were running for quite a while, Ajax, certainly in the 50s. So a Farrell publication there. And then on to the next one, which is Flip, and that's from Harvey. So you can see virtually every company got into bringing one out. So there's Flip there. Obviously his front cover there. And on to the next one. And let's just see if that's a different company. Probably. Oh no, Aladdin. They've also got Aladdin's Lampoon. I have to have that as well, don't they? That sort of thing. Baghdad there. And you've also got quite often the lots and lots of text. That's, of course, the thing, the 1950s ones. Quite often I was looking at someone's comments on Facebook and they were talking about the excessive text in the 1950s, and they certainly did. They did not go for minimal pages with text, and they really crammed. Obviously, this one, then straight away saying that, very little text. I find these panels very easy to read. 6 panels structure makes it very easy. Again, some great bit of artwork there. That's just really nice. Come Back Bathsheba. It says there, and I don't know who the artist was. Sometimes it says, but this one is Silver Screen Presents. So you can see some great artwork all the way through it, and even better, really good notes at the back, which is great. This is by John Benson, and it's got here Mad, Panic, Whack, Crazy, Wild, Riot, Get Lost, Super Funnies, and so on. So lots and lots of ones, and you can see the dates. Obviously, you've got Mad coming out, issue 6, and then you've got a couple of months later that Whack comes out, issue 1 and 2. Many of them didn't last very long. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see just most of them sort of fell apart after about 5 or 6 issues. Some got to about 7. Oh, that's it. 7 seems to be the most for those. But it's got a lovely little sort of discussion about all the various things. Obviously there, you've got Mad, obviously mentioned quite a few times. Of course, I've also got another one called Trump. Actually, I'm surprised that wasn't mentioned here. Trump, I don't know when that actually, but I suppose it wasn't a comic. Particularly, it was more magazine style. And you got Panic there. I love Panic. Panic, I never really saw that as a competitor Mad particularly. I just thought it was just another humour mag, obviously, that EC brought out. But I did enjoy Panic. And then Whack. St John's are one of my favourites. Really, really like St John's. Really, so many great comics from them. Really loved all those. And it's actually mentioned in the back, and was it somewhere? Somewhere here. I think it was maybe at the front. Actually mentions the ones that this guy did before. Oh yeah, John Benson, Romance Without Tears, really worth picking up if you can find a copy. Very, very expensive. I would love to see them bring out an update of that. It was just one of the best books and filled with some great material from, of course, the St John's, all their romance, just beautiful artwork. And this one, Confessions, Romances, Secrets and Temptations. I don't know if that's readily available still, but I've got that one and I love that book. Really, really nice. It's a small little digest size book, just brilliant, full of information about St John's. Again, one of those books I would love to see have this sort of format. It'd be brilliant if they brought it out like that. But still, any books on companies. Of course, Alter Ego is a great magazine if you want to find out about, and Alter Ego's probably done similar sort of things where they've discussed all the various humour mags as well. And you got there the Hum Bum. Don't understand that, I guess. And also, got a copy there of and who's that by? It's Capital Publications. Again, I'm not certain. Dick Ayers. Dick Ayers was the artist there. Wild Riot, of course, these are ones, and you got there the 17-year Twitch. And Genghis Khan's Witch in Time. Very odd. And also, they always love having arrows and things going into people for some weird reason. The Little Red Schoolhouse, crazy. I think I had that issue. One of those Atlas ones. Just Atlas are great, but they are quite expensive now to pick up. But Panic, and there's, you can see, Get Lost. So Get Lost is very, very sort of similar to the Mad style, isn't it? Even to my... Normally I'm a bit... And apparently Games was very angry at this company for publishing this magazine, Get Lost. And then you got Harvey, and then you got Flip, and that was That one there, and also you've got some obviously small little, well, that's quite nice the way they've done that as well. I think that's always quite good. A parody of parody comics and Super Funnies. I've never heard of Super Funnies. That comic, must admit, completely, this is the most, yeah, strange enough, says it, the most obscure of Mad Imitations. No, I know I can't say I know anything about that. I don't know what company did that one, but of course it didn't last very long. None of these ones, they all sort of fade. You've got Star Comics as well, mentions these things. Lots of these publishing companies love to find more about these. And every time I see it in Alter Ego, when they mention one, it's always fascinating to pick up. And there's Snafu. Now, Snafu is coming out fairly soon in the Atlas Fantagraphics. So I am looking forward to that. That'll be in hardback. Atlas Comics Library from Fantagraphics. I'm certain it'd be brilliant. So that one definitely is worth looking at. But this Sincerest Form of Parody, really nice little book. And certainly if you're into sort of that 1950s humour, all the brilliant artwork there, I think this book you will absolutely love. So this one, Sincerest Form of Parody, as I say, came out a couple of months ago. Really worth checking out.